Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Obstagoon. Seeing that we're going to be getting the community day very soon, I'm going to go ahead and showcase to you what its potential is in the Open Master League. Now, we've seen this before, but for whatever reason I said 100% IV maxed out, and it was level 49.5. This time we're completely maxed out. 100% IV, best buddy, we're good to go. We're going to be pairing it up with Groudon and Melmetal, so we're going to be quite weak to ground here, but we can work around that situation. There's not going to be a ton of fighters all over the place. What will be a problem is once Melmetal is down, Groudon is low on health, and there's a Charm user in the back, for instance a Togekiss, I'll just back out. It's basically over at that point. There's really no combating it, unless you do have, say, Gunk Shot, and you're actually able to get that, which is an option. Also Hyper Beam, in which you're going to be getting stabbed. But with that said, it does perform amazing with, of course, Counter. That's what you're going to mainly want to go with. You're not going to really want to run Lick. And then Night Slash and Cross Chop. Now, its Community Day move is going to be Obstruct, which is going to be doing very minimal damage. It's like a power-up punch, except for raising your attack. You're going to be raising your defense and lowering your opponent's defense, guaranteed. Guaranteed every single time. Alright, trainers, but with that said, let's go ahead and get into this here. But before we do start the commentary, I would like to ask if you could hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. Also, I do have members now. If you want to join, you do get special emotes, and the longer you do become a member, you will progress and get a different symbol next to your name, and that will show up when you do type down below and in live streams as well. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and see what we have. Hopefully you did hit that like button. Obstagoon is going to be sweeping up. So maybe you want to pause it, go grab something to eat, go grab a drink, sit back, relax, because you don't want to miss this. This is going to be amazing here. Seeing that it is going to be pretty relevant, potentially you may get a 100, maybe you want to power it up. Take a look at what the potential could be. Obviously we do not have the Community Day move, but with its Night Slash and its potential to get a 2x boost on that, that's a pretty good thing as well. It's almost like you run a double dark. Because you're going to lower the defense, you're using it for the counter. If you're going cross chop, you might as well just lower the defense, do more with counter inevitably. You know, you see where I'm coming from here? So that might be an option in the future. But folks, we're going to get a 5-0 with this team. It's quite amazing. Also a 4-1. And I actually had some rollover battles where I dug in with the Star Raptor one. So I only had about 2.5 sets left. So this is what I was able to scrap together here. Yeah, not bad. I do believe it was like 2 sets and then 4 battles left, so pretty much 3. Alright, so Groudon doing its Groudon thing here, taking the win. We still had a shield left, and looking good. Let's go ahead and move on to our next opponent. We will be leading with Groudon the entire time. We do swap the order, though, so we kind of try to mix it up. And here, of course, we do get a Dialga, which is this fantastic lead here. It's going to go straight for the Earthquake. Let's see if they want to shield it up. Letting it go. Off to a great start, bringing that Mewtwo into the fight here. So I think I do shield this up to start to put on the pressure here, because we're going to be able to go in here with Obstagoon now. If they do have Shadow Ball and Side Strike, we will be resisting both of those, because Dark and Normal, and super effective with the Night Slash here. So that's going to be a good time, although we can't really counter down. If you're running Lick, I guess you can do that. So I swapped the catch here, trying to preserve that Pokemon, see if we can catch a Side Strike. Not very effective to the Melmetal here, and they have a Groudon in the, or a Garchomp in the back. So this is not particularly a good matchup here, of course. So we're going to build up to 2 of these, go for the superpower, do as much damage as we can, and then start hoping that the Obstagoon is going to be able to pull something off here for us. Although the Groudon still does have a decent amount of health left, so it's not all doom and gloom here. And they've got 1 shield, and we've got 1 as well. So I'm hoping they shield this up. If they don't, that's okay. At least we're going to be able to do chip damage here, and then farm down with the Obstagoon with the counter, and then we'll be able to kind of just take out that Mewtwo with the Night Slash, get the shield, and then hit him with a Night Slash. And we will be getting the boost throughout this video here. This thing performed amazing. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited to bring this here to you. It's very late. Typically I would be kind of tired, but I got the energy up high because woo, we just got the boost on the Obstagoon, so this is going to be a guaranteed KO on that Mewtwo, closing it out every time. I'm telling you, it's going to be doing that. Next battle, great lead up against that Excadrill. Let's see if they want to stay here, and they do. Typically they kind of want to. Alright, let's try to maybe catch a Fire Punch here with their Palkia. So we're going to go straight for the Earthquake, maybe do some damage or get a shield. That's okay. getting into the quick move in worth the energy and then swapping into the Melmetal. Now we do have to look out for Fire Blast, but I'm going to go ahead and let that go here. And it is just an Aqua Tail. While we do resist the Dragon Tail, we should be able to outpace them here, but we will have to use a shield because they do kind of spam a little bit with that Aqua Tail. So I'm going to go ahead and let that one go. We're good to go. All right, going for another Rock Slide here and doing a lot more damage. No, all right, so we can farm down at this point. So shield this up, farm down, and we can do a lot of damage with that superpower. Alright, so we have to be quick here. Let's see what they... So I'm expecting the Excadrill, right? And they know that too. So they did bring it in and they made the old swaparoo happen. And they bring in Togekiss to catch the superpower. Okay, well played. So I'm going to have to be quick as well. We got to figure this out. So what we need to do is get a shield, and Groudon up against Togekiss is not particularly a good matchup for you. Although you can spam the Fire Punch. Now here's the problem, like we were talking about in the beginning, is that Togekiss in the back is going to be a major issue for the Obstagoon. So we got to bring this as low as we possibly can. Oh my goodness. And Melmetal, can we get it to... Oh, we got to a Rock Slide, but I throw the superpower in a panic. Just thinking I need to get it as low as possible. Swapping, they immediately do an insta swap. So now I'm going to be able to farm up potentially on the Excadrill and then have a charge move to take out the Togekiss. This is getting very close. Obstagoon, can you see it, folks? I know you potentially can see what's going to happen here. Let's go. All right, go for the cross chop. And so let's just pretend that it did have obstruct. So say we go for that. Yeah, in this situation, no, you just go for the Night Slash. This is a potential obstruct situation here. So yeah, we're taking the win with a Night Slash up against a Togekiss. Let's go. Obstagoon said, yeah, let's close it out every single time, even up against a Charmuser. Next battle, we're met with a Landorus Theron form. Man, I love that thing. Mine is so good. Every single time I use it, it never lets me down. So what they're doing here is waiting for me to throw so they can go superpower, because once they debuff themselves, we're going to be doing more damage to them. So, you know, it's just a silly game there. I once went up against a Zacian, and I think it was two of us just farming each other down to half health with a not very effective Snarl. I was like, oh my gosh. And, you know, where one of us was waiting for the other to throw to lower the defense. Anyways, what's going on here? So they bring in a Dialga. They're like, yeah, gotcha. Like, no, you know, this entire team is actually going to counter your Dialga. So Melmetal said, let's go. I'm ready for action. This thing is hilarious. Melmetal, such a funny Pokemon. I remember when it first came out, I made a video about how Meltan was, it's a glitch. It's a glitch. Everybody thinks... The reason why I thought it was a glitch is because it was so weird. And Pokemon Go was notoriously known for coming out with potential Pokemon that are glitching out in that time era. It's kind of gotten more under control, a lot more actually. It doesn't really happen too often like that. But back in the day, it had glitches all the time like that. Anyways, taking that win there, let's go, folks. Hope you are enjoying the gameplay with this Obstagoon. All right, so this is a very tempting swap, but what's the point? If I bring in Obstagoon, they're going to bring in something to counter me. I don't know. Who knows? Togekiss or something. So we're just going to stay here, do as much as we can. And what we will do, though, is fuel up the battle. Okay, they threw a Shadow Ball. I don't think they're going to have Shadow Ball Dragon Pulse, so we're good to go on that end regarding Obstagoon. So we bring them down as low as we can here. Yeah, this is a Fire Punch, and yeah, we didn't farm up to Earthquake, but they're about to take us out here. So I think the Ominous Wind's not even enough. Yeah, so unfortunately they get a little bit more farm. But what's going to be good is we're going to be able to bring an Obstagoon to farm down with not very effective counter, building up a bunch of energy here, which is going to be good for us. Although we're kind of, I mean, they don't like fighting? Yeah, they don't like fighting. All right, beautiful. Coming into the battle with a Melmetal, we go for the cross chop here. They let it go. It doesn't really do too much damage, you see. So we swap into our Melmetal. What am I thinking? I don't know. I'm thinking they don't like fighting. So I'm just going to go ahead and start putting on the pressure really hard and start taking these shields with my Melmetal. I threw first. Typically, you kind of want to wait, but I don't care at this point because I'm thinking they're going to swap, and I kind of want them to just take me out. We got a shield. All right, down we go. In comes Obstagoon. All right, see, exactly. See, I wanted to make their thing that's in the back come out. Obstagoon is just going to go in here and sweep up. So we go for the cross chop. We still have two shields. But the thing about Obstagoon playing around with all these legendaries is specifically with this... legendary Dragon Breath user is you gotta look out. It's gonna farm you down before you know it. So it's getting a little close. We get the boost though. Obstagoon still rocking in the freaking free world with two shields. It's gonna have to use one now. We're gonna use both of them. But look at how it's putting in the work. So we're going to go ahead and just farm all the way down. Could have went for another Night Slash, but what's the point? Let's just go ahead and go for the farm down. And Obstagoon taking the win up against these mythicals and legendaries. And he's just over here like, what you got? Let's go. Getting a 4-1. Athena got a treat. Alright, so looking good, folks. We're going to go ahead and step in. Do believe into the 5-0 here. We may have a couple extra battles. But I don't know. All I know is it doesn't allow me to do too well. See, I did well today. Good leads, bad leads. Just doing okay in the Master League with a freaking Obstagoon, right? But you can guarantee the next day, oh, they're going to hard counter me. That's for sure. All right, so what's going on here? They swap into and the Yveltal. So we just need to look out for Focus Blast. So no matter what, I will be shielding at this point since they let that go. We will be able to farm down and then threaten whatever they do bring into battle here. The Excadrill did farm up a little bit of energy. Did it? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, sure did. We will survive this comfortably here, and they still can't farm us down. So we're going to go ahead and go for a superpower while letting that go. And this is going to do a ton of damage, and they shielded up using their first shield here, getting to the next superpower. I do believe they double shield their Excadrill here, which is going to be the play, and then farm me down. Or we swap. Okay, yeah. And they have a Gyarados in the back. So this is one of the worst positions to be in other than seeing a Kyogre. I guess it could be worse. I guess it could have Waterfall, in which case I would just back out because it would just simply be over. Although we do have the Obstagoon in the back, which does have counter, not very effective, and the charge moves are just really kind of not doing too much damage. So not too good of a situation. The Gyarados probably does have Crunch, so we can look forward to them just going for the Aqua Tail over and over again. And we're getting to another Fire Punch, which is perfect. Okay. And now we're going to be able to potentially farm them down. We're going to bring in the Melmetal, do a little bit more damage with the Thunder Shock. Really super effective to the Gyarados with the Flying and Water type. They use a charge move, which is great. And we're going to go ahead and let this go, knowing we could survive, obviously, an Aqua Tail. And it's not going to really threaten us. Bring in that Excadrill into battle, and we will be shielding this up. It's doing a ton. We can survive one. We're going to go straight for the Cross Chop here, doing the super effective damage as opposed to the Night Slash here. And they're getting to the next one. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to farm it down and barely get to the Night Slash. Obstagoon yet again closing it out for us, folks. This thing was on fire. Amazing. We've used it before, but it was really lining up today. I'm going to have to say it's about the lineups. It's, you know, you can pull off trick shots and all that good stuff, but it all comes down to the alignment. If it's Togekiss in the back, no matter how good I am, unless I had a Gunk Shot and their shields were down, it's not happening. Anyways, what's going on here? We're met with a Mewtwo. Okay, sounds good. Getting a shield with that Earthquake here. Now we will be shielding this up and we will beat them to the next Earthquake. So let's see if they want to double shield that Mewtwo or let it go. They double shield it, that's perfectly fine. We'll bring in the Obstagoon to have a little fun here. They let it go, fantastic. Bring it in their own Groudon here. As much as I wanted to, I mean, I don't know what I was thinking I was going to get to Earthquake. But probably better, we've discussed it before, just to try to, or at least pretend you're going to just have them use their energy. If you go for the Fire Punch, then they're going to be able to farm you up a little bit more. Anyways, bringing in a Togekiss here, and now we're in a great position. This is fantastic. They locked themselves in with their Charm User, so Obstagoon is not going to have to deal with this here. Building up a lot more energy that we need to take them out, because we're going to go ahead and throw those superpowers on that Groudon to start doing some extra damage and make way for the Obstagoon that is yet again, can you see it happening, going to close. Wasn't this amazing? Let's go. You know what I'm thinking is like Niantic made it perfect. So yeah, play the Obstagoon Community Day, guys. Look how good it is, right? I'm not serious. I'm joking, of course. If I thought that was real, I'd be crazy. All right. So anyways, we got the Obstagoon up against it, and they baited me. So I'm thinking, okay, well, they're going to hit me with an Earthquake. The question is, will I survive? I don't think I've ever really been in this situation before. So let's see if our Obstagoon, level 51, can take an Earthquake, and it survives a freaking Earthquake and takes them out. It says, I will survive. All right, moving on. We're met with the Mewtwo, and we're going to do that same song and dance here. Hopefully they do not catch it with the Flyer. So let's see what happens. And what do you know? They catch it with you know what I wanted to do? Right after they did that, I'm going to be really honest. I just wanted to top lift. I was like, okay, you got me. Okay, I don't even want to try. Like, I know I could probably make a comeback, but that just really annoyed the hell out of me. It was an amazing catch. Now I know how my opponent felt when I caught with the Staraptor. a couple videos back. Alright, so what's going on here? Even an Aeroblast, we don't have to worry about that since it's not Shadow. It's going to do a lot, but it's not going to do enough, right? Now at this point we can farm down. They will get to a Sky Attack or not, okay? And Mewtwo has a Side Strike ready to go. This will KO, so we will shield this up because we don't want to go down with all that energy. So we're going to get off a Rock Slide and then retreat into Groudon, I do believe here. Knowing that they're going to potentially probably retreat. No, they don't. Alright, that's okay. But since they have Lugia and a Mewtwo, they've got something weak to fighting in the back, and Obstagoon does fill that void for something that's weak to fighting. So there you go. You got yourself that Dialga. So Melmetal's going to go ahead and go in here go for the superpower. And can we get a shield? Great. Now we just made way for the Obstagoon to just go ahead and destroy that thing with his cross chops and counters. Let's have a little fun here. Now, do you see how smooth as butter these battles were going for the Obstagoon? I mean, my goodness. Yeah, we were setting them up, some of them. But I mean, come on, this was just amazing. So yes, I'm in a great mood. I'm happy. This is what it's all about. It's not like, oh, I climbed. Yeah, take a look at the points beginning to end. Yeah, sure, we climbed, but I don't even care. I don't even get my hopes up for that anymore. It's nonsense. This whole thing is nonsense. I'm just happy to bring you guys some great battles here to showcase it because, yet, we're going to be getting this community day soon, and it's going to be something viable to use. And we're in the Open Master League, so that's kind of crazy, right? Anyways, up against the Palkia here, so we make an immediate swap into our Melmetal because, well, Groudon doesn't want to go up against the Water Dragon monster, so we're going to go ahead and bring in that Melmetal to go ahead and handle it. Rock Slide doing a lot more damage than I expected here, and so I get a weird suspicion here. I'm like, hey, I'm going to shield this up. Last second Fire Blast. And I got so happy when I saw that was Fire Blast, folks. Oh, I just had a feeling something was going on. That was a lot of Dragon Tail. That was a lot of farm. Anyways, going for the Aqua Tail, we let it go. We get both shields at this point. I think this is going to be enough to KO this Palkia here. We got one more Thundershock, two more Thundershocks. We take them out. Can we get to a superpower up against this Dialga? Wow, 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 we do. I can't believe it. Shields are down. This is going to go to town. There you go. Over half damage. Immediately swapping or bringing in the Obstagoon. We're not locked in here. And what do they swap in here to catch? And we throw a Night Slash at a Lugia. So we're not in the clear yet, even though we do have a shield. This is still not an amazing position because look at the Night Slashes. That's not much damage. So the licks aren't doing much either. Or the licks. The counters aren't doing much. If we had a lick, that would be doing more. I was just thinking about, yeah, that would be nice to have that at that moment. So Groudon here is, you know, pretty decent with that spam and the Fire Punch. If you do have Dragon Tail, good luck. All right, you need to spam Fire Punch. So they go for the Sky Attack. I had to call that. We're still holding on to that shield. We need to keep that going here for the Dialga. I just feel like it's got an Iron Head ready to go, right? So we will let this go. Unfortunately, we don't get off that Fire Punch, and we should be able to beat them to this Night Slash, and this will be enough. So we slowly but surely took down this Lugia. Now, again, look at how perfectly everything's aligning for Obstagoon. I mean, look at this. I wanted to showcase it, but damn, it was just poof on fire to the point of like, wow. Okay, let's get it. And taking them out, getting the boost at the end. Thanks. But we don't need it. Let's go. All right, moving on to our next battle. And we're met with a Dialga. Great lead here. Let's see if they want to stay, and they're going. All right, we got a nice weak connection going on here. Fantastic. No catch. Going to go straight for the Earthquake. Do they let it go again? It's so satisfying. And we do get it through. And they're oh, it's this battle. Okay, so Primarina. I'm just staying here because we don't want to bring an Obstagoon. Melmetal's our only option, and they'll counter us. We go Earthquake. They let it go. It almost KOs. They sit still and like, yeah, they're going to back out. Yep. And so Dialga just sweeped up there. I had to show you that because, well, there you go, is the 5-0, folks. So if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. And I'll be catching you on my next video. Obstagoon is an absolute beast. Let's go.